A very good morning to our distinguished guests, Dr. Elizabeth Lee, Chief Executive Officer, Sunway Education Group, Professor Graham Wilkinson, Vice Chancellor, Sunway University, Ms. Fiona Morris, Education and Science Counselor, Australian High Commission, Mr. Alan Burgate, School Council Standard Authority, Executive Director, Dr. Chen Mianwei, Executive Director, Sunway International School and Director, Pre-University Studies, Ms. Vanita Sachichanathan, Assistant Director, Pre-University Studies and Director of Program, Australian Matriculation. Distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, dear students. Welcome to AUSMAT High Achiever Award Ceremony. My name is Raymond, and with me, Tammy. We will be your MCs for today's event.
Thank you all for gracing today's award ceremony with your presence. Now, please join us in welcoming Dr. Elizabeth Lee, Chief Executive Officer of Sunway Education Group, to share a few words with us all.
Good morning, everyone. There is no better way to celebrate the start of a new year than celebrating the remarkable achievements of our students. Though it is a time for celebration, I'm sure that some of you are feeling a tad apprehensive on what the future holds post-pandemic. Let's face it, it has indeed been a challenging year, not only for us, but for everyone around the world. This microscopic virus has brought the whole world to a standstill, never anticipated, and it has been for such a prolonged time too. As the COVID-19 pandemic affects communities and societies around the world, it is also reshaping our world as it continues to unravel. After many weeks of stay-at-home orders to control the spread last year, we had a short reprieve of adjusting to a new norm of life, but alas, it's back to MCO 2.0 for us. However, with the hope of the vaccine being made available to all in this new year, hope is indeed in sight for 2021. So let's be patient, stay home, unless absolutely necessary to go out. It is imperative that we help to curb the rising numbers of infection and stay safe ourselves. In the meantime, we will continue with virtual events such as this, where today we are gathered to celebrate the achievements of our AUSMAT students in the Western Australian Certificate of Education November 2019 examinations. And from your amazing results, I congratulate you all for having adapted well to the challenging and uncertain times. Very proud of all of you and of your educators as well. You all deserve a huge round of applause. Now, I understand we have 11 students who achieved ATAR 99 and above, and the top student is Chia Jun Han with an amazing ATAR of 99.8. Bravo! I am told that AUSMAT students also garnered one special subject award and 10 special subject certificates of excellence. These awards are granted by the School Curriculum and Standards Authority in recognition of individual excellence in the ATAR courses. And I'm further informed that in this cohort, 210 AUSMAT students achieved ATAR 90 and above, and we have 359 ATAR 80 and above. On top of all that, we have 420 students eligible for the Jeffrey Chia Advanced and Continuing Scholarships, known as the ACE. So I do hope to see as many of you back at Sunway University. while we also have 614 students eligible for admissions into universities worldwide. Congratulations to all. Well done. Your success is our success. And to all the proud and happy parents, family members, and friends streaming in today, welcome. On behalf of Ms. Vanita and her AUSMAT team, I would like to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to nurture your young people as well as to learn from them for the past year. Our young people are indeed resilient and adapting well to change, as well as the many challenges that have come their way. My dear students, I trust that in celebrating your success, you will attribute your success to your parents, guardians, and friends who have stood by you and who will continue to stand by you in times to come. I am also sure you will want me to also thank your lecturers who have risen to the challenge of teaching you virtually overnight, virtually. Your time in the AUSMAT at Sunway College has now come to an end, but your learning journey in life is only just beginning. As you make your way to university and through life, one thing you can be sure of in all this uncertainty is that you will face many more challenges, but also much joy and some sorrow. I hope much more joy than sorrow. According to Khalil Gibran, Lebanese-American writer and poet, in his book, The Prophet, joy and sorrow are inseparable. I've shared this with your fellow AUSMAT students last year, but please allow me to share with you as it seems fitting in these times. This is one of the poems from the book. Your joy is your joy unmasked, and the self-same well from which your laughter rises was also oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find that it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Ladies and gentlemen, The Prophet is made of 26 prose poems delivered as sermons by a wise man named Al-Mustafa. As he was about to set sail for his homeland after 12 years in exile, the people asked him to share his wisdom on questions of life, love, family, work, and death. If you have not read the book, perhaps you should do so. After all, you have quite a bit of time on your hands. Considered one of his masterpieces and a classic, it has been said to serve different people in different stages of their lives. I trust that you will find it an inspiring read. So with that, my young ladies and gentlemen, parents and friends, teachers and educators gathered here with us today, I do wish everyone the best. Thank you again. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth. Now, please join us in welcoming Ms. Fiona Morris, Counsellor, Education and Science, Australian Department of Education and Training, to share a few words with us all.
Good morning. It is a great pleasure for me to be here today on behalf of the Australian High Commission. I would like to warmly congratulate all of the high achievers of the Sunway Australian Matriculation Program. You have achieved some very impressive results, including the following: 11 students who achieved an ATAR of 90 or above and are in the top 1% of students, 210 students who achieved an ATAR of 90 or above and are in the top 10% of students, 359 students who achieved an ATAR of 80 or above and are in the top 20% of students. Additionally, there was 1 special subject award and 10 special subject certificates of excellence granted by the School Curriculum and Standards Authority to recognise individual excellence in ATAR courses. And finally, 614 of you are eligible for admission to universities worldwide. These are fantastic achievements, and you should all be very proud of yourselves. Please take the time today to congratulate yourselves and to thank your families and your friends for their support while you studied for the Australian Matriculation Program. On behalf of the Australian High Commission, I would like to wish you all the best for this next stage in your lives and your careers, whatever it is that you have chosen to do. Congratulations again, and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Morris. Ladies and gentlemen, the first award to be presented this morning is the Jeffrey Chia Special Entrance Scholarship. This prestigious award is given to the top academic achiever in AUSMAT. This award goes to Chia Junyan, who achieved an ATAR of 99.8. Junyan is qualified for a 100% tuition waiver to pursue his studies at Sunway University.
We now present the awards for the top 20 students based on their ATAR score. Chia Junyan achieved ATAR 99.8, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Victoria University. He intends to pursue chemical engineering. Dae Swang Yong achieved ATAR 99.75, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Victoria University. He intends to pursue chemical engineering. Isaac Lee Ning achieved ATAR 99.65, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Victoria University. He intends to pursue engineering. Li Jun achieved ATAR 99.55, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Victoria University. He intends to pursue computer science engineering. Kelly Chai Annie achieved ATAR 99.45, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Victoria University. She intends to pursue advanced computer science. Avinash Ryan Ravindan achieved ATAR 99.45, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Melbourne. He intends to pursue software engineering. David Chong Jung Wei achieved ATAR 99.4, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Melbourne. He intends to pursue mechanical engineering. Ha Zeli achieved ATAR 99.35, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Melbourne. She intends to pursue biomedical engineering. Mok Ze Chun achieved ATAR 99.35, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Melbourne. He intends to pursue architecture. Gore Vincent achieved ATAR 99.25, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Deakin University. He intends to pursue civil engineering. Ku Wen Lam achieved ATAR 99.05, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Deakin University. He intends to pursue economics and finance. Deng Yishan achieved ATAR 98.85, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Macquarie University. She intends to pursue pharmacy. Caitlin De Runyan achieved ATAR 98.7, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Macquarie University. She intends to pursue innovation and entrepreneurship. Wong Jiawei achieved ATAR 98.5, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Western Australia. She intends to pursue an electric and electronic engineering. Dang Carmen achieved ATAR 98.45, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Western Australia. She intends to pursue medical bioscience. Chai Jasin achieved ATAR 98.25, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Queensland. She intends to pursue medicine. Charlene Ho Yang Wen achieved ATAR 98.2, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Swinburne University of Technology. She intends to pursue biomedicine. Claire Lim Sien achieved ATAR 98.2, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of Monash University, Malaysia. She intends to pursue industrial statistics. Wong Zilang achieved ATAR 98.15, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of the University of Adelaide. She intends to pursue mechatronics engineering. Bi Chi Sian achieved ATAR 98.1, receiving book prize worth Australian dollar 200, courtesy of International College of Hotel Management. She intends to pursue food science and technology. Now, please join us in welcoming Mr. Alan Baglade, School Council Standard Authorities Executive Director, to share a few words with us all.
Good afternoon to all at Sunway College. I'm really pleased to be able to be here with you in this online event. Can I, from the outset, acknowledge Dr. Elizabeth Lee, Miss Vanitha, and Miss Samati, special guests, lecturers and students all. It's great to be able to speak with you today. Look, we all know that 2020 marked the 33rd year of partnership with Sunway College in KL, and it continues to be one of the most successful colleges worldwide offering AUSMAT program, and we're so proud of that. It also has the largest student intake of any Western Australian and international school or college, and that shouldn't be underestimated. Our largest group of students who are completing Year 12 in any single school are at Sunway in KL. The AUSMAT program is an academically challenging program that focuses on each student's individual, holistic development through a student-centred teaching and through continuous assessments. Now, we all know how challenging that was last year, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. The AUSMAT provides a flexible combination of diverse courses and a balanced assessment approach of 50% school-based assessment and 50% external assessment. We all know that 2020 was not an ordinary year, and whilst the COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on education in Malaysia, where face-to-face classes were not possible for a substantial part of the year, student achievement at Sunway KL remained really high. Students demonstrated their resilience. You adapted to online learning, and in the face of significant challenges, managed some remarkable achievements. 573 students achieved their WACE, which we know has global recognition and worldwide acceptance by universities. In addition, 359 students achieved an ATAR of 80 and above. That is, they're in the top 20% of students, including 210 with an ATAR of 90 and above, and 11 with an ATAR of 99 and above, making them in the top 1% of students. Considering everything you all went through last year, this is a fantastic achievement. Further, a Sunway student has taken off one of the subject awards, which is the highest WACE exam mark, and 10 special subject certificates of excellence, being in the top 0.5% of WACE exam marks. Congratulations. Look, whilst acknowledging student achievement, it's important to acknowledge the very significant role that the lecturers and staff of Sunway College played in helping students achieve these results in 2020. Almost overnight, lecturers had to develop different ways of teaching, of assessing and supporting students via remote learning. And I know how challenging that was in Western Australia, where we only had to do it, well, prepared to do it. We actually never had to implement it. Well done to everyone involved at the college. Thank you to the staff who've just achieved miraculous results with their students in spite of all of the obstacles. In early 2020, the Premier of Western Australia stated that any student entitled to a WACE or an ATAR in 2020 would receive a WACE or an ATAR. And we've worked really closely with Sunway to achieve that goal. The strength of the partnership, the open communication, and the very positive working relationship that exists between the School Curriculum and Standards Authority in Western Australia and Sunway College enabled us to identify and address issues as they arose. We recognise that different countries were affected in different ways, and we acknowledge the willingness of Sunway to proactively work through issues and adopt our solutions. We look forward to working closely with Sunway in 2021, where many of the same challenges probably will exist, but we are certainly better placed to address issues as they arise. I've said on a number of occasions in the past weeks, I think 2020 was really a dress rehearsal for 2021. So, on behalf of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority Board, all of us who work here at the School Curriculum and Standards Authority and the Government of Western Australia, I wish you all the very best for your lives ahead, wherever your work and your studies may take you, and we wish you nothing but success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brigade.
Every year, special subject awards and special subject certificates of excellence are granted by the School Curriculum and Standards Authority to students studying Western Australian Year 12. These awards recognise individual excellence in ATAR courses. Before the awards are presented, AUSMAT would like to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude for the authority's continued support throughout 2020. Western Australia's laudable success in managing the pandemic stands in stark contrast to other countries. When different forms of the movement control order were imposed in Malaysia last year, the authority was with AUSMAT Sunway College every step of the way, creatively and resolutely providing us with tremendous support and timely solutions through unprecedented times. We couldn't have weathered the storm without their ongoing advice and resources. We are now presenting the Special Subject Award, which is awarded to the eligible student obtaining the highest examination mark for a Year 12 ATAR course with an examination set by the authority. The Special Subject Award goes to Ng Kah Lok for his outstanding achievements in English as an additional language or dialect. Ng Kah Lok is also a recipient of the Special Subject Certificate of Excellence. The certificates of excellence are awarded to eligible candidates who are in the top 0.5% of candidates in each ATAR course examination set by the authority based on the examination score. Ng Kah Lok receives this award for his outstanding achievements in English as an additional language or dialect. The Special Certificate of Excellence are also presented to the following students for their outstanding achievements in English as an additional language or dialect. Avinash Rai Ravindran, Justin Marissa Reyes, Caleb Tan and Hong, and Alisa Teo Zershuen. This award is also presented to the following students for their outstanding achievements in business management and enterprise. Kelly Chai and Yi, and Tay Kai Wen. The next award goes to Yao Jasper Yan Ting for his outstanding achievements in human biology. The next award goes to David Chong Jun Wei for his outstanding achievements in physics. The next award goes to Gun Darin Woi Jen for her outstanding achievements in English. Now, please join us in welcoming Dr. Cheng Men Wee, Executive Director, Sunway International School and Director, Pre-University Studies, to share a few words with us all.
Congratulations, Sunway AUSMAT High Achievers Class of 2020. Dear graduates, well done! Words cannot express how excited we are for you. It feels like just the other day when you enrolled in Sunway's AUSMAT. And now you've graduated. You have much to offer the world, and we are very proud of you. Life will present you interesting situations, but AUSMAT has prepared you well. So go forth and make your dreams come true. Remember those who have touched your lives in positive ways, your friends, teachers, loved ones, and spend time on what is important. We commend your efforts and celebrate your successes. We take this opportunity to extend gratitude and thanks to the universities that have sponsored the book prizes. They are Victoria University, the University of Melbourne, Deakin University, Macquarie University, the University of Western Australia, the University of Queensland, Swinburne University of Technology, Monash University, Malaysia, the University of Adelaide, and the International College of Hotel Management. Thank you very much. We also extend special commendations to AUSMAT's WACE 2020 Book Prize winners. They are Chia Jun Yen, Tae Xuan Yong, Isaac Lee, Lee Juin, Kelly Chai, Ravindran Avinash, David Chong, Ha Zi Lee, Mok Zi Chun, Vincent Goh, Ku Weng Lam, Ting Yi Xuan, Caitlin Tay, Wong Jia Wei, Tan Kar Min, Chai Jia Zin, Charlene Ho, Claire Lim, Wong Zi Lun, and Lee Ki Zian. Congratulations. So dear graduates, please stay in touch. We want to hear from you. And again, congratulations, Sunway AUSMAT Class of 2020. God bless you all. And our best wishes always from Sunway College.
Thank you, Dr. Lee.
We are now presenting the Best Subject Award. This award is presented to acknowledge the top scorers of each subject. Kelly Annie Chai, Accounting and Finance. Kelly Annie Chai for Business, Management and Enterprise. Cha Jun Yen for Chemistry. Cha Jun Yen for Mathematic Methods. Cha Jun Yen for Physics. Din Yi Xiang for Economics. Ngu Kei Kalok for English as Additional Language or Dialect. Darren Gun for English. Isaac Li Ning for Human Biology. Lee Kawei Manda for Mathematics Application. Dae Swang Yong for Mathematics Specialist. Riko Yoshida for Psychology. Dan Jai for General English. Caleb Dang and Dang Zhen Di for Computer Science. Shalini Palini for Politics and Law. Yap Li Ting for Career and Enterprise.
Next, we would like to present the award for the most improved performance. This award is given to the student who embodies the AUSMAT spirit of continuous improvement and realizing one's potential. First, we have Ho Rachel and Shishan Harindra Bhaskaran.
The next award is Special Certificate of Achievement presented to AUSMAT students who achieve an ATAR of 98.05 to 95. First, we have Sherlyn Nguyen Xianling, Wong Eason Nicholas, Wilson Yu, Lucas Yong Kai Xiang, Chia Sen, Abigail Fang, Sarah Low, Justine Marissa Reyes, Ke Yi Ching, Amanda Chang Wang Hui, Dimitri Ku, Liu Jingsen, Lo Joey, Go Ikman, Darren Lee, Damien Lo, Ng Wei Bing, Gabriel Gang, Sim Jia Jun, Jasper Yao, Ryan Lim, Lee Li Ying, Chi Imun, Zhong Teo, Dennis Lee, Ang Yi Ang, Heng Jun Yi, Len Fong Yen Sophia, Dang Hong Kai, Andrew William, Natalie Go, Mohammad Hazik, Caleb Dang, Riko Yoshida, Dang Aishun, Ching Yentun, Wan Shazwa Akmal, Liu Paying, Lee Kwei Manda, Ling Junshun, Chong Ke-jin, Emily Tong, Noor Atira, Hari Ram, Dang Yi Tat, Kairu Akil, Chong Hui Teng, Darren Gun, T Ziswan, Yi Zishun, Muhammad Alif, Zuhaimiza, Clarice Lim, Dang Eden, Kanti Duga Raju, Rachel Leong, Dang Yujo, Im Kit Seng, Dan Zendi, Samantha Chia, and Natasha Neo, Ho Kap Mang, Cho Chao En, Jasa Shimran Kao.
For achievements of ATAR 94.95 to 90, the list of awardees is as follows. Students who have scored ATAR 90 and above are entitled to Sunway ACE Scholarship worth 16,000 ringgit per year. AUSMAT is proud to announce that this year, 210 of our students have achieved this meritorious award. We start with Dexter Chan Kok Sheng, Woon Hian Zing, Tae Ying Zia, Yo Kai Zi, Tae Sien Chi, Rees Tien Ruen, Yap Pei Shan, Zana Ahmad Nasim, Alisa Kong Wei Tze, Lim Tze Wei, Nicole Ng Wei Wen, Beverly Song Ying Yi, Yap Ming Le, Jamie Gabriela Arpudam, Teng Dakan, Gan Yu Ping, Ko Yinju, Ng Kahlok. Jaden Samuel Adesh Koshi, Wan Nur Sofia Kamaria, Chai Jin Eun, Lim Yun Feng, Erin Lau Sum Yen, Tan Ho Yi. Adriana binti Ahmad Adli, Go Pei Eun, Ko Yin Jun, Ding Cheong Jun, Lim Hee Yong, Lee Zun Fai. Tan Jing Alif Zuhairi bin Zulkapli, Lee Ze Eun, Kelvin Ong Chuen Ming, Rikesh Tanaraj, Janet Chen Hui Zong. Louis Ong Bun Zuan, So Ivan, Carlson Xiao, Imanina Mitra binti Muhammad Irfan Chen, Chiu Zing Yu, Lee Mei Zing. Nicholas Shi, Tan Zin Yi, Chan Wei Shin, Lau Yijian, Elisa Teo Zexuan, Gabrielle Chua Wei Yuan. Ti Zeng Yi, Li Jingyu, Helena Tam Hoi Lun, Isabel Yap Li En, Yao Ji Hao, Lim Hui Li. Danielle Yap Jiao Jian, Kwe Xian Kong, Chloe Sun, Mira Chung Yi Zen, Ziyan, Go Chi Yong, and Hu Dixon. Lok Shen Ni, Chen Rui Won, Ku Wei Kai, Chao Zi Hang, Lotika Shamuganathan, Tan Ke Yuan. Ti Bun Hian, Angeline Kwe Wei Lin, Liu Chen Ming, Landy Lua, Su Ai Yuen, Eugene Fan Ka Chun. Sean Tan Ka Ho, Sarah Iman binti Muhammad Solihan, Manfred Chow Ji Jun, Chin Jing Wen, Choi Ling Jui, Ho Wai Kin. K. Jared, Clarissa Lee Hui Lin, Lim Zo Ting, Ng Ji Liang, Nick Uzma binti Nick Shahrukh, Loy Zuan Le. Amir Shafiq bin Azman Shah, Ng King Ray, Taliza Charmaine Limuanko Clarence, Tessa Buxton Sia, Sesha Shivani, Chua Jian Shen. Wang Yu Jeff, Tan Shu Jo, Ang Shu Yin, Avian Cheong Kin Ho, Charmaine Zachary Harjit, Clarissa Song Yu Zen. Yalini Gunendiran, Sao Jaser, Chan Long Hin, Heng Ka Yin, Andrea Ng Yujing, Tan Jian Zi. Mandy Chua Iwei, Parvina Priya Muniandi, Umar Musin bin Rosmin, Jess Rintan, Kwong Juen Kai, Chloe Chiu Pei Yu. Chloe Yip Pei Yi, Hans Darren Menon, Feng Kahwa, Portia Lim Pei Shi, Nurashikin binti Muhammad, Kanzi Hui Selina. So Yong Zi, Choi Yung Yin, Chia Chi Yan, Li Zuan Ching, Liu Chang Ji, Chong Yong Zin Jessica. Hao Jiamin, Lim Yi Teng, Cedric Sim Shi Han, Kelvin Lai Ken Wen, Chin Yen Ting, Jasmine Lo Yi Yen. And finally, we have Kwan Ru Zin.
For achievement of ATAR 89.95 to 85, the list of awardees is as follows. Students who have scored ATAR 85 to ATAR 98.89.95 are entitled to Sunway ACE scholarship worth RM 12,000 per year. AUSMAT is proud to announce that this year, 80 of our students have achieved this meritorious award. Lai Ji Si, Nu Fakiha, Lai Zi Hao, Chia Chen, Natasha Chong, Fong Ri Chi Rochelle. Ilham Shakir, Nicholas Dang, Balkis Nabiha, Yong Hui Wen, Lee Bing Yun, Lee Xing Yi. Ngen Wei Wen Ji, Liu Fini, Tam Bu Hang, Ashley Pang, Chong Wei Fei, Ryan Michaels Shatta. Hua Su Wei, Ali Tay, Dang Chi Yong, Eugene Leong, Keenan Phua, Denise Shaw. Daphne Luk, Mikhail Dani, Pri Tasha, Lo Jia Chen, Dang Hong Wei, Aisha Shakira. Rula Shania, Nikki Wang, Nabiha Reina, Alyssa Lim, Jaden Neo, Razik Ayman. Yap Hao Wen, Lim Sing Ru, Chen Yi Lin, Inez Ray Hans, Dan Jai, Chong Kai, Kam Wen Shong, Juan Jun Hen, Jeanette Chua, Muhammad Ali, Chloe Ngum, Putri Jean Ayumi. Tam Mei Yuen, Tae In Yi, Muhammad Aiman Adam, Ti Jun Yan, Leong Wei Chun, Go Sen Yun. So Su Hui, Tae Kai Wen, Gan Jiamen, Nikita Rosa, Abelia, Rashani Chalerm Suwan, Pu Kai Wen, Shina Lai, Leong Yue Chen, Lim Xiang Yi, Rian Roy, Yap Li Xing, Brenda Lau. Lim Zhen Wei, Yap Tong Chen, Nguyen Jia Wen, Rose Faye Ku, Nguyen Wai Yi, Sweta Ravichandran. Justin Ong, Cha Chung Kan, Lai Yu Han, Ku Chong Sin, Lo Chuk Kai, Hun Jerman, Dan Jia Chi, and Chang Jun Kai.
For achievements of ATAR 80 to 84.95, the list of awardees are as follows. Students who have scored ATAR 80 to ATAR 84.95 are entitled to the Sunway ACE Scholarship worth 8,000 ringgit per year. AUSMAT is proud to announce that this year, 68 of our students have achieved this meritorious award. So we have Wei Hui Zin, Anandlin Kaur, Lee Ji Yun, Ashley Ong Su Fen, Yong Jia Sheng, Yuvanes Indran. Sarah and Zoe Lee, Lo Ke Chin, Chua Wen Chuen, Ann Chan Yin Zi Yin, Amanda Wu Li Lin, Nur Muhammad Faiz Muhammad Zul Haizan, Muhammad Tariq Baharuddin, Hugh Jing Yong, Christina Ong Li Yin, Wong Karman, Cassandra Ann Dawson, Fina Eileen Soraya Muhammad Fauzi, Jaslyn Sun Jin Yu, Yeo Ze Hong, Chi Chiao Zhang, Go Mingzin, Leong Ka Hao, Ian Lee Hauser, Chan Yi Yen, Megan Danica David, Ku Jia Wen, Tam Kai Wen, Pang Wei Chen, Chong Ze Wei, Chia Kia Ning, Megan Lim Kerzin, Tong Zi Je, Victor Lim Zi Min, Madeline Yong Shu Yen, Lionel Tan Ze Shin, Un Jun Je, Javen Kwa Nian Zen, Jerian Ko King Chingbru, Sasmita Kumar, Alfred Ho Jing Yi, Lam Shu Sin, So Hui Shi, Stephanie Tiang Sun Fei, Yap Ken Sin, Seong Zeng Hao, Brian Shia Chiok Wai, Hon Moon Yung, Ng It Kai, Rais Chang Yi Zian, Go Chuan Hao, Wong Yong Jin, Yo Kai Wen, Go Yi Teng, Jared Lang Ze Chen, Elisa Ng Yen Yi, Grace Yung En, Shanice Chin Ze Yin, Chong Yu Cheng, Luke Anand Susek, Tan Yi Sin, Tiu Darren, James Wong Kai Sin, Ling Zinru, Elvina Chong Hui Wen, Lam Kon Jin, and Tun Ho Yan, Myra Lim Ai Mei.
Next, representing the AUSMAT class of 2020, Cha Junyan, AUSMAT Valedictorian of 2020, will share with us his thoughts.
Greetings everyone, my name is Cha Junyan. As if anyone was wondering, I'd like to apologize in advance, as you would tell from my speech later on that ELD is most definitely my fifth subject. So, brace yourselves. Let's begin. Just like Forrest Gump's mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Our year was no exception, and it turned out to be the bitterest of them all. But first, I'd like to congratulate all my fellow peers who have pulled through in a year which saw a pandemic being nominated for the Word of the Year. Despite who would take responsibility if one got COVID during exam in the hall, being the most liked comment during the exam briefing section, we all came out in one piece, and this was no easy feat. To all my family, friends, and lecturers who have made the year better for me, I'd like to say my heartfelt thank you. Next, I'd like to take you all back to this time last year, the start of 2020. Yes, I know, 2020 for me, it was just another year, just another number, just another imaginary figure to keep track of time. Part of me was excited for it, as you can tell from the stuttering, as I got to make the 2020 vision joke. But boy, was I wrong. The year was one heck of a ride. And this is no understatement. By that I mean stay at home for 3 whole months, deja vu, attending online classes and returning to college only to sit for EE. For me, it was a surreal experience. Leisurely watching the news at home about a virus outbreak in Wuhan, China in January, only to have it affecting everyone around the world in a few months' time. However, as the wise old Uncle Iroh from Avatar, not the blue people one, once said, good times become good memories, but bad times make good lessons, or good tea somehow. A few valuable lessons, or two, I did indeed learn during lockdown. The only constant is changing my screen, yes. The only constant is change, and it couldn't be more accurate than in a year we embrace the so-called new normal. Our college year, one of the fondest memories in our lives, supposedly, was tainted in a year where social distancing took center stage. It is what it is, and the world doesn't stop to spin for anyone. Hence, we must take everything that comes our way with stride and adapt to the situation accordingly, like how I was able to use the bathroom without missing a single second of class. For that wasn't manageable before. Sharing is caring, as in the wise words of Pope Francis, TM. While it may not be profitable for major pharmaceutical companies to share the vaccine, it doesn't hurt us to share some academic knowledge amongst ourselves. Online classes have their perks, like waking up at 7:59 for an 8 a.m. class. Now that's why I call efficiency. But some information may not be conveyed as clearly as it would be in a physical setting. I'm fortunate enough to have a group of friends who are willing to share what they learn, and lecturers who are patient enough to repeat themselves or answer my questions. I'd like to conclude my AUSMAT life in 2020 using a metaphor. Yes, classic metaphor. AUSMAT is like a Rubik's Cube. At the start of the year, it was all a mess, a platter of colors on each side of the cube. But as we slowly got to know each other, the right colors started falling in the right places. Allegedly, but everything came to a halt when MCO was imposed, but not in AUSMAT, where consistency is key. Through endless grinding and hardship, we finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel. A perfectly solved Rubik's Cube. Yes, I'm holding it upright. Be passionate about what you pursue in the future. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, Junyan.
Ladies and gentlemen, these students have given endless energy and their time to the Student Council despite the pandemic and organized various virtual programs for the benefits of all the AUSMAT students. We will now present appreciation awards to the 2020's AUSMAT Student Council. Cedric Sim Shi Han, President of the Student Council. Cheong Chow Eun, Vice President of the AUSMAT Student Council. Elvina Chong Hui Wen, Secretary, AUSMAT Student Council. Chai Jia Zin, Student Council Member. Gan Yu Pin, Student Council Member. Liu Cheng Ming, Student Council Member. Mandy Chua Yi Wei, Student Council Member. Maha Begum, Student Council Member. Nur Afika Ashikin Jamaluddin, Student Council Member.
Ladies and gentlemen, memories are the greatest treasure and joy. Sit back and relax as we bring you video presentation by AUSMAT Student Council Class of 2020.
A very good morning to the teachers, parents, and high-achieving students present today. My name is Cedric, and I am the President of the AUSMAT Student Council 2020.
My name is Janice, and I'm the Vice President. Thank you very much for spending your valuable time to be part of the HAC this year, acknowledging the hard work done by my teachers and students, which led to the phenomenal results we see today.
Reflecting back on 2020, I would say that things did not go as planned for many of us. It was a challenging year, but I am proud of my peers nonetheless because they have excelled in AUSMAT and achieved an outstanding ATAR. I personally felt that the council did a fantastic job of being the pillar of support for the students and the teachers. I've made a lot of great memories throughout my year in AUSMAT, and it is because of the endless support of which people all around me had provided, it allowed myself to push beyond my boundaries. With that being said, it is with a heavy heart to say that this will be my last time presenting on behalf of the AUSMAT Student Council.
To be honest, the situation of which COVID-19 has brought upon us has disrupted many exciting events and activities that the Council had previously planned for. As time went by, the Council soon accepted that the circumstances would be different. We were willing to face the hardship that this pandemic brought upon wholeheartedly and to be fully aware of the challenges when integrating into the new normal, which is very different compared to the previous batches of students and the previous councils had faced in the previous years. The council continued to work hard on organizing virtual events despite being physically apart. As you may know, theme days and movie night were some of the events run during the Movement Control Order, MCO. Alongside the tremendous support from teachers and students, it provided some form of entertainment for everyone during this difficult time. We also shared the Council's Spotify playlist, compiling songs for students to listen to while they study at their respective homes. I have to give props to my Council members as they worked tirelessly in supporting all of my ideas and bringing them to life.
My favorite memory during my time as president was the AUSMAT hoodie and t-shirt sales period. The team took a considerable amount of time, evaluating countless designs, and finally, we created a design that we knew was the right one. Here's a thing you didn't know. The initial color for the AUSMAT t-shirt was supposed to be white instead of red. This was one of the many ideas we went through to get to the point where we were most satisfied with. We spent a lot of time planning, getting students to model our samples, and the council worked so hard to man the sales booth. Our efforts finally paid off when we took in more than 450 pre-orders of AUSMAT hoodies and t-shirts combined. And in the end, we raised more than 8,000 ringgit in profit and donating it all to Zunagara. The council could have done it without your support.
And that concludes our 2020 in AUSMAT. On behalf of the Council, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Ms. Vanita, Ms. Sumati, Mr. Oliver and Ms. Annie for supporting the Council. They worked really hard in providing the best for the students.
We would also like to sincerely thank our teacher advisors, Mr. Alex and Mr. Vilas, for their continuous support and guidance, as well as the Council for being the best team I could ever ask for. I wouldn't be where I am today without my Council, and I am forever grateful for them. And on behalf of the AUSMAT community, we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavours.
We now invite Ms. Vanita Sachitanathan, Assistant Director, Pre-University Studies and Director of Australian Matriculation Program, to share with us a few words.
Good morning, proud parents, my dear students and the AUSMAT team of lecturers. Firstly, I would like to thank Ms. Geetha, Ms. Joanne, Mr. Mark and the committee of lecturers who have organized this momentous event for AUSMAT. Our team has worked hard to create our first virtual high achiever ceremony, recognizing the success of our students with nearly 500 awards. So thank you, my team. It's my pleasure to kick off this year, 2021, by celebrating the success of our 2020 AUSMAT graduates. Congratulations to everyone here for your amazing academic achievements. What is even more amazing was the fact that you have achieved these results despite the challenging year that was 2020. Your adaptability in new learning methods and resilience in persevering through hardships has proven to me that you are ready indeed for any obstacles the future can throw at you. As we close, I would like to thank three groups of people today. First of all, this celebration has been made possible thanks to the passion and dedication of my team of lecturers. Lecturers, I'm in awe of your spirit in overcoming the many challenges of the past year and your innovative and creative drive to ensure that your students continue to flourish and grow even in the midst of an unprecedented global pandemic. The AUSMAT academic team was one of the most prepared in the region to tackle the many challenges that came with the sudden worldwide switch to online learning. Here at Sunway AUSMAT, we have always known that digital learning was the way forward and inevitable. And in recognition of our commitment to future-proof educational technology, in 2019, AUSMAT won the prestigious Gold Award for the Best Smart School at the EduTech Asia Awards in Singapore. And in 2020, our AUSMAT lecturers were recognized with Microsoft Innovator Expert Awards. Parents, this celebration has also been made possible thanks to the loving support that you, the AUSMAT parents, have provided for your children. It's my firm belief that family provides a bedrock of emotional and psychological support from which students can safely launch themselves into future academic journeys and beyond. And that was all more evident in 2020 as we all sat at home with our families and truly learned to grow with, learn with, and tolerate each other more and more. To our wonderful AUSMAT parents, thank you. Class of 2020, you have successfully traveled a long and sometimes difficult path. Your very presence here today is proof that you have gone the distance. You have run the extra mile and you have reaped what you have sown. Over the past year, I know you have grown from fresh-faced form vivers into wise and mature pre-university graduates. Within AUSMAT, you learned, whether you realized it or not, future-proof skills such as time management, teamwork, stress management, problem solving, and being adaptive. In 2020, you dive deep within yourself to discover the true extent of discipline and self-reliance. I am sure reflecting now, many of you probably haven't fully recognized that your pre-university journey is over. Some of the skills you have learned with us will be immediately useful for you. Others may remain latent until that day, month, or year that you need them. But I can confidently send you off with the knowledge that you are prepared for whatever comes next. And so, it is with joy and sadness in equal measure that we bid a fond farewell to our class of 2020. As you venture forth into that brave unknown, you go not just as AUSMAT graduates, but as citizens of the new world, a world ready to be shaped by your generation, a generation in which you are the influencers, from content creators on social media to speaking truth to power at the United Nations. It is this generation that will blaze a new trail for our society and our civilization. Each one of you has been equipped with the same world-class education as the young movers and shakers of the world. Each one of you is ready to shake up the world and stand among the ranks of Greta Thunberg and Malala Yousafzai. You now have the tools. Only you can decide what to do with them. In the words of Elon Musk, I could either watch it happen or be part of it. AUSMAT Class of 2020, go forth. Be part of the greater world and do us proud. Thank you.
This concludes the AUSMAT High Achiever Awards Ceremony 2020. Thank you all, and we leave you with this following quote. It is our choices that shows what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Stay safe, healthy, and thank you.